know, it's kind of hard it's hard going to work with millions in your pocket, bro. Like, it's hard going from being able to make millions from your phone and going to work at a job that it's not necessarily on the forefront of your mind. You know what I mean? Like, it's not on the forefront of your mind. And so I be asking myself, what's more important? And I know how impulsive I get, right? And this impulsiveness, it isn't like oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this right now. It's like, no, I know that something in this decision is gonna take commitment. So I wanna know, if I'm gonna be committing to anything, what do I feel like investing in? What do I see myself investing in mostly? And so I ask myself, like, in the middle of doing my actual job, what's more important? Is this store important, or is my online store important? Is all this stuff, do I need to invest? Do I need to invest my money into doing this? And how well do I need to do that? And so I just know that it's hard going to a job. It's hard working a 9-to-5 when you got millions in your pocket. It don't matter if you got anything set up. It's just hard going to work at a job and everything is much more structured, and you have to put the same amount of effort into your actual company, your own company. And so it's just really hard doing that, bro. It's hard. So that's why I be asking myself, what's more important, bro? So I can know. And it's right. It's a known fact that it takes time. It takes time to craft that, the online store and everything else. It takes time to do this. But that's why I ask myself in the middle of my actual job is, what's more important? Because if I know I'm gonna have to take time to put into something, then why would I continue to be in the same cycle of doing this, and I'm still gonna have to put the same time in? Only thing is, ain't no guaranteed payout once you immediately put the time in to do something like that. But that's why people are so secured in having a 9-to-5 while doing this, because you're getting paid even if you won't even come out with the idea all the way. The amount of time that you spent on the clock while thinking about your idea, you got paid for it. And that's good and that's fine and dandy. But that's, again, why I ask, because I don't want to keep relying on, okay, while I think about my idea, I want to be getting paid for the time I'm thinking about it. No, bro, I sacrifice the time that I'm thinking about it. If I know that I can structurally make this company work, then I do it. I just go ahead and input the time, like invest the time into that, instead of being in this continuous rat race cycle every day until I get it right. I don't mind being with that until I get it right, but I want to know that, bro, if I can make a decision, if I have the choice to make a decision, what's more important? Do I want to continue to still be in this little cycle, or do I need to go ahead and strip everything down and just do it? Because, bro, when my coworker was telling me about, oh yeah, bro, I made this whole thing with AI, this app and everything, knowing that that's the exact same system I've been chasing. Like, I literally know the whole setup about my whole AI platform and everything else, and it's all done. It's all said and done. But when he told me that he had did it, and I just all my ideas just come rushing to the forefront, like, oh man, I can do this, and I'm like, well, what's more important? Yeah, I gotta manage this store, yeah, I gotta manage this, my actual job, but this is what I gotta do. The time that it showed up for me to do this is right in front of me. So I know I'm not silly that the timing is lining up like that. I'm not silly that it only makes me feel silly that I know exactly what I gotta do. Because it's like, before I get to that, I only feel silly about the stuff that I know I gotta do, and I complicate the simplest thing. like literally downloading the app, typing in the prompt, and all the other stuff. That's it. And I sit there dead stare, looking at everything, like just looking at like nothing, basically, just looking off into the distance. Like, well, what do I got to do? Do I got to download this app and do this? Duh, I know that. You know what I mean? Like, I know that, but it's like, what's more important? Because obviously it's seeming like the store in front of you that is getting paid, that's paying you to manage all this other stuff, is more important, but not to me. I get it, because my whole thing is investment capital, and the more that I stay at the store, that's only paying me a percentage of my time. That ain't gonna be the investment capital that I'm looking for. The investment capital gotta come from the app that I gotta develop, and all the and the whole company that I gotta develop. That's where the investment capital gonna come from. So that's why it's hard continuing to clock in and clock out every day. Not so much of a clocking out, because after it's all said and done, I'll be like, oh, all right, well, day is over. But you go home, you finish everything else, you got to come back the next day. Not on my accord, not something I don't want to feel obligated to do it. You know what I mean? But that's just the 9-to-5 culture. That's how you got to live. That's how it is. But that's why I ask, what's more important? The millions in your pocket, or the percentage, or the hourly rate of you working? The millions in your pocket, who knows how long they're gonna be there? Because it's always a battle of stability. That, oh yeah, this job is stable. Oh yep, this career is stable. This is this is stable. But it's only because it took time, and I can't stand the fact that everybody else invests so much time into other people's crafts, but they don't invest their same time into their own stuff. So it heats me up, bro. It heats me up that I sit there and I know dang well I can, about a split second, change my mind, do what I gotta do, and take a risk. I know in a split second I can do that. But it depends, bro. Should be scary. I go to a job for a specific reason, because while I'm thinking I'm not getting paid. So I'm like, all right, well, shoot. Until I figure it out, I'm gonna go work this 9-to-5. You figure it out. Oh, well, now you got a real decision. Now you got a crossroad. You gonna stay at this job, or you gonna invest in yourself? That's the truth. That is the truth. And then, low-key be feeling like, that was a cop that just passed by. Oh well. But yeah, then low-key be feeling like the easiness, like an easy task is made complicated because of me. Because of me, bruh. Sitting there, doggone. I gotta contemplate whether downloading the app and gotta type in a prompt. The prompt is the least of my issues. Describing the whole thing is the least of my problem. That's the least of my problems, bro. I promise you. And that's the easiest thing to do, is download the app and do that. With no code, while I've been trying to do all the back end myself, and everything else is laid out, all I gotta do is say it the right way. And even if you don't say it the right way, you can make adjustments. So I'm like, why is it's hard to do that? And that's why it's so hard to do that. Because I don't want to leave this safety net. But I got to. There is no, and I don't necessarily have to leave it, but I have to find my other loophole that's keeping me afloat while I work on everything else. And I can't keep using it as an excuse, because like I just said, I spent the time that I needed to crafting it by itself. I spent the time that I needed to already. And once it's made easier, once the doorway is unlocked, just walk through it, bro. That's all it is. All I gotta do is walk through it. And then I make that crap way more harder than it needed to be. And so it also pisses me off that the time don't stop once I get off the clock. But guess who's tired once you get off the clock? You, me. I'm tired once you get off the clock. But that's a dang excuse. Knowing dang well I come home and, you know, do what I gotta do and you chilling and doing all this other junk. And of course, once you get on IG or get on whatever, you see memes or whatever about people literally doing exactly what you're talking about. And so your feed gets flooded like this because the more you think about it. And I'm like, bro, I'm so sick of that. I'm tired of thinking about it. Ain't nothing else to think about. Ain't nothing else to think about. But dang, to make the investment capital compound, you gotta have the investment capital to do it. And so shoot, that's why. That's why, bro.
I ring Charles Barkley. So much money in my pants, 20 pennies from the car. Keep all that pussy way too hard now. I can't even afford